do not even want to have conversations about solutions to our lives. We would rather have conversations that cannot change our lives for anything. So please share this video, because by sharing, you are changing somebody's life, you are helping somebody, you are educating somebody, somebody is learning, and people's lives are changing. So share, hit the share button and share across all platforms. But the first lesson of how I build a multi-billionaire empire in real estate is this: I decided to take a risk against what everybody said to me. And so today I look and I said to myself, why do people fail to buy property? Because somebody told them not to buy it. And they say, I wanted to buy that property, but my friend said I shouldn't buy it. But my cousin said I shouldn't buy it. If I listened to those people who loved me and they were giving me advice just out of care and love, will I be here today? Answer me, yes or no. If I listened to my loved ones who told me not to buy the first property I invested in commercially, we bought 50 acres, it was waterlogged, it was not in the city center, it was a bush, and it was waterlogged. If I listen to those people, will I be here today? Yes or no? Come on, everybody answer me. If I listen to those people, right, to say, okay, you know what? They've said it. I love them. They've warned me. Maybe I should listen to them. If I listen to those people, will I be where I am today? I want an answer, everybody. Thank you. God bless you. The answer is no. And it's a capital no, ladies and gentlemen. Capital no. I won't be here. Many of you have lost the opportunity to be millionaires, multi-millionaires, because you took advice from people who don't have results. You took advice, even though they care for you, they love you, but they don't have results in the area that you are trying to build wealth in. Some of us, even when we talk to people who have results, because they think we couldn't do it. I remember one of my mentors, when I started real estate, I went to his house. And I told him about how I started real estate, even when my brother, it was his property that was the first property that I put my eye promoted for him. And he looked at me and smiled. I said, are you sure you are ready for real estate? You, this young man. Right? And he laughed that, according to him, I didn't have what it takes to succeed in real estate. And this takes me to my second quote that you should write down. You should never forget this. Everybody has the right to doubt you. Okay? But you better don't doubt yourself. Let me repeat myself again. Everybody has the right to doubt you. Everybody has the right, okay, not to believe in your dreams. Everybody has the right. But you better dare not doubt yourself, because there's nobody else. Nobody else. So if you join the camp of people who are having second thoughts, if you join the camp of those who are doubting you, doubting your capacity, doubting the possibility of you getting there, doubting whether you can do it or not, if you join them, you're going to be in trouble. Now, let me tell you a secret I do. I always, oftentimes, listen to my critics and prove them wrong. It's important to listen to them. It's important to hear what they have to say, but prove them wrong. Not what they've said, but prove them wrong. And that's where and how people will begin to respect you. That's how people will begin to give you the honor, the respect that you deserve. Because you know what? They doubted you. They didn't believe you could do it, but you pull it off. Are you learning? Are you getting value? If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Come on, everybody. If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value. Remember, share this video on Facebook, on WhatsApp, share across all platforms. I want you to start hitting the share button. Get everybody to join us and to learn today. Very important. Okay? Share. So, very important, number one, if you are going to build wealth in real estate, particularly land banking, right? You want to build wealth in land. And one of the biggest way to make money in real estate is land banking. Okay, you even make more profit from land than you make from house. Okay, but if you're going to do that, you have to learn to take risk, because you need to buy land in large quantity. You need to buy land in commercial quantity, and you stand a chance of losing everything. You stand a chance of it not working out. But you have to take the risk of trying it out. It may work, it may not work, but dare you take it. If you don't take a risk, how will you even know whether it will work or not? So, are you ready for number 2? If you're ready for number 2, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. If you're ready for number 2, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Number 2, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? And this will shock many of you. Number 2 will actually shock many of you. Always buy properties. Let me say this, not always. Number 2, always know that properties that are near to water or properties that are waterlogged appreciate faster than dry land. Yes, let me say that again. And this is a global thing, and I will break it down for you. Globally, properties that are close to water, property that are near to water, or property that waterlogged appreciates more in value than dry land. This is a global fact. If you know, type I know. If you don't know this fact, type I don't know. Before I now break it down for you. If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. That property that are waterlogged or property that are close to water appreciate faster than dry land. If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. You see why you need mentors? You see why you need... Because sometimes the opportunities, right? The opportunities that is going to make you so wealthy will look... Let me put it this way. Why people don't seize opportunities? Because they come in form of problems. Why people don't seize opportunity is because they always come in form of problem. A consultant, a marketer, property broker was sharing with me yesterday that he had a client that he's trying to prospect to buy a property, and that the client is complaining bitterly that the one he bought from another company is a waterlogged land, and he feels so disappointed. And then the agent was asking me, what do I tell the client? And I laughed, because the client had bought from another company, and he is our agent, and he's trying to convince the person to buy our own. But the person is already bitterly complaining that he bought a particular property and it was waterlogged. And so I told him, I said, do you know their agent? And you see why even agents don't know this thing. You are selling property and you didn't even know that waterlogged area or property close to water appreciate better. I said, go and tell him. Even though he didn't buy that property from us, but that if he's smart, he should keep that property. Because properties that are close to water or waterlogged appreciate faster than dry land. Now, we break it down for you. The biggest cities in the world are always close to water. All the biggest cities in the world. Okay? In the world. So let's start with New York. Manhattan is an island. How many of you know that? If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. Manhattan, okay, hosts the most expensive properties in the world. If you are looking for the most expensive properties in the world, is in Manhattan. A studio that is barely 6 feet by 6 feet in Manhattan costs $2.something million. Studio. Manhattan is the most expensive. Okay? But Manhattan is a waterlogged land. And years ago, when Astor is his name, Jacob Astor, and John D. Rockefeller started the Manhattan Project. Nobody wanted to have Manhattan. I'll tell you why. It was marshy land because it was an island. So the whole place was marshy. But John D. Rockefeller saw the opportunity in building a mega global city in Manhattan. Today, Wall Street is in Manhattan. Where they make the largest number of money in the world is in that same Manhattan. The real money is there. But somebody saw the potential of that place. Right? Manhattan is waterlogged. It's surrounded by water. Okay, let's go to another city. London is the same. I hope you know. That's why you have London Bridge. London is not surrounded by water, but London is full of rivers and all manner. Okay? Water everywhere. Paris is actually divided by water. Paris. Okay? Dubai has a situation whereby people leave the desert and now go and build artificial island and then put Burj Al Arab there. They leave the island. They leave the desert, the dry land and the desert. They go inside and create what we call the wall island. Okay? Go and be filling the sea. Okay? That is what has happened in Dubai. Literally, leaving the dry land and going to the water area. And if you check Dubai, just look at Dubai skyline, you will see that the places closer to water, in fact, the entire water strip, they now started building island. And go and ask, the most expensive aspect of Dubai are those islands. Are you learning today? If you are learning, type I'm learning. I want to thank all of you for joining and choosing to prioritize your own personal development. So if you are learning, type I'm learning. Please share this video on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Copy this link, share it. All this group that they gossip and discuss nothing, nobody is getting value. Go and share this link and say, Dr. Stephen is teaching what will change your life. Come and learn. Okay, so you have WhatsApp group that you belong to, share it there. Facebook group you belong to, share. LinkedIn group. Let me tell you why it's important to share information like this. And I've mentored several people. If you learn from me and the people around you do not learn what you learn, they will still discourage you from what you learn. You will still be as good as not knowing it. For example, I teach you something about the power of a waterlogged land, and the day you want to buy such land, all your everybody around you say don't buy, your wife say don't buy, your brother say don't buy. Not every one of you have the courage to say what Dr. Stephen said to me, I believe in it, I'm still going to try it. Not everybody. But if all your family members, all your loved ones are listening to the same thing I'm listening, you all get to learn it together. The day you want to make those decisions, you have support, you have other people encouraging you, right? Telling you that let's do it. I believe what this man said is true. I believe there's sense in what he said. So many of us make those mistakes. I even say it to couple. If you're a married person, don't listen to me alone. Let your wife join you. If you're a wife, let your husband join you. Make investment decision together. Else, you will be going A, your other partner will be going B. And if you don't bring the other partner to start hearing the same thing you are hearing, so that you are both convinced to make the right investment decision, right? You're just going to create a big mess. A big mess. And so please and please, step up your game. Make a right decision, right? And make sure that you are learning this. And please share this video now. So number 2, waterlogged land always appreciate more. Let's come to Africa. Lagos, according to Goldman Sachs, gives the highest return on investment when it comes to land investment. Now, where is the most expensive land in Lagos? Where is it located? The most expensive land in Lagos is located in Banana Island and Eco Atlantic. What is Banana Island? Banana Island is barely an island surrounded by lagoon water that it quickly got sold out, and they now started dredging to expand the island. Hence, it became the most expensive land in the whole of Africa. In fact, in the whole of the world right now. Because per square meter, it goes for as much as $10,000 per square meter. Right? So, for you to buy a plot of land in Banana Island, you're looking at between 2 billion to 5 billion. Now, that's even more expensive. New York will have been more expensive than Banana Island, but they don't sell, Manhattan. But they don't sell land in Manhattan anymore. They sell floors. You can't buy land in Manhattan. It's only floors you buy. So you can buy from the 20th floor. So we will have said Manhattan will have been more expensive than Banana Island, but they don't sell land in Manhattan. They sell floors, right? So very important. Eco-Atlantic. What is Eco-Atlantic? Eco-Atlantic is barely Atlantic Ocean. That was Sanfield. Okay? And those are the 2 most expensive locations. Go and do your research. So again, proving my point that marshy land, waterlogged land, always appreciate faster than dry land. Look at how Lagos started. Victoria Island. Many people don't know that in the 60s, in the 50s, Ikoyi, Victoria Island were marshy land. Nobody were buying those land. So people will rather buy other area than to, I mean, the city center of Lagos was Yaba, Ojuelegba, Mushin, right? Where again? All these other areas of Lagos that are now called suburb were the city center of Lagos. When you come into Lagos, those are the places. Nobody was buying land in VI in the 60s, in the 40s, in the 50s. Nobody, because it was too mushy. It was a rich man. What it would cost you to even do foundation. So people did all those analysis and they prefer to go and buy the dry areas. But today, you know what has happened. Those same Yaba, Mushin, Ojuelegba, are they, if you own property in those areas, can you get the value of owning property in VI or Ikoyi? But many people had the opportunity to get VI, get Ikoyi, but they said it was too mushy. They said it's waterlogged, we will not buy. They said, no, we're not interested. So this, do you not see why you need to have a mentor in real estate investment? If you have seen it, type, I've seen it. Because what you think is right may be wrong. Are you saying why you need to have a mentor before you start putting money into real estate? If you have seen it, type, I've seen it. I've seen why. Because what you will be thinking, oh, these are right moves, may be the most wrong, foolish, unwise move. And let me tell you one powerful thing that you need to know. Majority is always wrong. Everybody write it. I want everybody to type it right now. Majority is always wrong. Let me repeat myself again. Majority is always wrong. Quote me anywhere. I'll repeat myself again. Majority is always wrong. In fact, when majority begin to say something, I just take a step back. When majority agrees on something, I take a step back. How many of you heard me saying that the whole of the world can choose to do lockdown, but Nigeria and African nation had no business with lockdown during COVID-19 lockdown? How many of you heard me say it? If you heard me say it, type I heard you say it. If you didn't hear me say it, type I did it. I literally did certain live videos that I was yelling on phone. I was shouting that to lock down Africa is to create hunger and poverty and crime. It was since lockdown, kidnapping had increased by more than 500% in Nigeria. Since lockdown, crime had increased, right, in a crazy way. And I said it then. I said, look, hunger is killing people more than COVID can kill people in Africa. I said the population of Nigeria, they said this COVID is killing older people. Nigeria is over 70% young people. So you cannot be afraid of a disease that will not kill majority of your young population. Your population is young. They can't die from the thing. But what will kill them is hunger. What will create a bigger problem is if you shut down the economy of that nation. You will have a worse situation in your hand. I said it, nobody listened to me. Government officials, they just followed because everybody was locking down. All the nations of the world were shutting down. You know, in fact, World Bank was giving state governors money if they agreed to lock down, if they agreed to shut down. I shouted. I said, malaria was killing people than COVID will kill. Typhoid will kill people. It's killing people in Africa than COVID will kill. They didn't listen. Today, we are still suffering from the impact of locking down Nigeria during COVID-19. And we have now seen, after 2 years of COVID-19, that the lockdown had no effect. People really, whether they shut it down or didn't shut it down, it really didn't make much impact in terms of Nigeria. It really didn't. Yeah, a few people died, right? And there were better ways we could have done that, where we can say all elderly should stay at home. If you are age so, stay at home. Don't go to church. Don't go to mosques. Don't go to market. The rest of you, let's continue. Make sure you use your nose masks. Do this, do that. We could have done that, and instead of shutting down Nigeria, we did it. We know the impact. Other African nations, you know, are still trying to recover from the impact on their economy. So when majority are facing a direction, you need to be careful. Majority is always wrong. Everybody, please type it. Majority is always wrong. So whenever people raise something and everybody is going a direction, me, I'm always like, let's look at this thing again. 2015, how many of you have been following me that time? 2014, 2015, how many of you heard me say don't vote Buhari? How many of you heard me? Okay, how many of you have been following me since 2014, 2015? When I shouted, I said, if you vote Buhari, Nigeria will be worse. It will be one of the worst mistakes you can make. And I gave my reasons. I said the only time is on record that Nigeria went on recession was when President Muhammadu Buhari was a military head of state. It is the only time on record. I said, so if he could not solve Nigeria problem and literally plunge us into recession, at a time where our population is smaller than what it is today, at a time when the man was in his 40s, so was young, he had energy, he could have made a difference. If the man could not change Nigeria at that time, right? Will he now change Nigeria now that he's older? Now that the population is even bigger? I said it. They said, no. In fact, some said Jonathan had given me money. That, oh, you are corrupt. They must have given you money. You don't mind them. Hey, oh, say Baba. You know what you are going through today. You all know. So, why? When I saw majority just getting crazy and shouting one say Baba, I said, no, we need to analyze. I need to research about this man. Right? And I did my research. It wasn't as if I was an adult when he was president. But I had to do my research and say, majority is always wrong. When majority face a direction, you have to be careful. You have to do your research and say, what is really going on here? They may be wrong. Are you learning? If you are learning today, type I'm learning. And I hope you're excited that you are in this class. Remember, share this video 50 times. On Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Just keep sharing, share. Please get everybody in here. I want to share. Let this video go viral because you choose to share. Let it go viral. Let people's life change. Let people's mind open up. There's no poverty anywhere. There's ignorance. Let me say that again. Quotable quote by Dr. Stephen. There's no poverty anywhere. There's only ignorance. People are only poor because they are ignorant. People are only poor because they are ignorant. Number 3 thing that I did, right? So, in other words, under number 2, I decided to buy most of the first land I bought were waterlogged land. And they are still the ones that I've appreciated the most till today. All the land that I bought that were waterlogged, I've appreciated more than the ones that were dry land. Number 1, I was able to buy them cheaper. Okay. Number 2, I realized that only rich people eventually move to a waterlogged area. So when you buy waterlogged land, at the end of the day, it's rich people that will live there. And because rich people live there, the prices don't go lower. It keeps going higher. Right? Because rich people keep having money. You know, it becomes like my friend. How did Banana Island evolve? Right? Some big people moved there. Adenuga, Alakija, before you know it, every big boy started moving. Everybody wanted to live in the same area. Right? So, very, very important. Number 3. Are you ready for number 3? If you are ready, type I'm ready. Number 3. If you are ready for number 3, type I'm ready. Okay? Number 3 thing I did, right? When it comes to, building billions in land banking. How I became a billionaire in land banking is that I sourced for population growth in the areas I was buying land. Okay, what is the source of population? All right, so I don't buy land in a place where there is nothing driving population increase. So can anybody type here sources of population growth in anywhere? Anybody, please type. I'm waiting for everybody. What are the sources of population growth? We're looking at land banking. So if you are doing the business of land banking, you're building wealth through land banking. These are 6 factors that I consider that made me to become a billionaire in Naira in Nigeria. So the third factor was I looked for land that had sources of population growth. Thank you. Catherine says jobs. God bless you. So I bought in Ibejuleki. You know why? Dangote refinery, the seaport, the free trade zone guaranteed that there was going to be job. Because there is now job, more people will migrate to that location because they are in search of good job. What else is source of population growth? God bless you, Catherine. Your head is correct. So when you're buying, what I did was everywhere I bought land, I look for sources of population growth or evidence of population growth or proof that the population in that area is growing fast. So because population growth is the ultimate driver of property prices. Let me repeat myself again. Population growth is the ultimate driver, okay, of property prices. Ultimate driver. Let me give you an example. In Dubai, for example, property prices skyrocketed in Dubai just because of Expo 2020. What did Expo 2020 bring? More people were visiting Dubai, right? And that just, of course, increased property prices. So what are other factors? Good road and good road. Thank you for that. Schools, industries. Thank you for that. Okay, these are factors that increase population growth. Okay, sometimes it's also, there are a couple of factors as well. One of the factors that drives that is also availability of land in some places. I'll give an example. In Lagos, Ikorodu is one of the places I bought, and I realized that because all the other aspects of Lagos was already was maxed out. There's no more land. So people are literally forced to move to Ikorodu. And I did my research and I saw that Ikorodu was the largest sub of Lagos, right? In other words, more people were moving to Ikorodu, owning property in Ikorodu. So there's population growth. Why? Because other aspects of Lagos was getting maxed out, was more expensive for people. So people were looking for other areas they can move into. The property were a lot cheaper. So when you are buying, doing land banking, like I had to do, I had to say, hey, what are the areas, okay, that, population was growing? Security is also very key. People want to move to places that is secure, that is peaceful. Town planning. Town planning, nobody mentioned that. Once there is a plan to develop, you say, oh, we are putting a smart city in this place, right? Everybody near that smart city begins to what? To buy more around that area. Property around that smart city begins to go up. For example, we noticed something about GTX homes. Anywhere GTX homes starts an estate, anywhere, right? In a matter of 6 months, other people go and start estate around us. And guess what? The value of that location goes up just because GTX home is around that place. We have studied that. You know why? Because everybody understands that GTX home is building green and smart home. So many other people will say, our land is close to those people that did green and smart home, or those people that are doing green and smart home, or that company, that popular GTX homes company. So today now, GTX homes having property anywhere just gets the property going up. Just everywhere else goes up. In fact, right now I always negotiate to buy enough, because we realize that by the time we go back to the family after we launch, many of them, we didn't know it's you people. We've heard of you. You're a big company. They start inflating prices, right? So there are even brands, right? Particularly brands that do development, that do structure, that have good town planning, they have good structure, good layout. Some of our estate, just because we started doing interlocking, every property around that area went up because we were doing fence. We have not even started building, just fence and interlocking. Boom, everybody else started doubling the prices of their own property, right? Why? There is a well-structured estate coming around that neighborhood. That just raises the price. Are you learning? If you're learning, type I'm learning. Please, guys, I need your comment. I need to engage me whenever I'm teaching like this. I love interaction. I love everybody commenting. I love everybody sharing the video, getting everybody in here. Share on Facebook, share on WhatsApp, share at least 50 times. Now, I don't know why some of you refuse to share, but I need you to know that when you share videos like this, you are making a difference. Okay, so please share Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all platforms. Are you learning? If you're learning, type I'm learning. Now let's get to number 4. Okay, are you ready for number 4? Number 4, if you're ready for number 4, type I'm ready. Number 4, these are 6 principles that I use to become a billionaire in terms of land banking. Right, number 4. If you are ready for number 4, type I'm ready. Number 4 is very powerful and is very personal to you. Number 4, I had to avoid waste. Yes, I had to cut down on waste. You know, I didn't buy a car now in the last 3 years. I've not bought a car for myself. In the last 3 years. Okay, I've not bought a car. A lot of people don't know how hard I am on myself. I am so conservative compared to my colleagues, right? So conservative compared to my colleagues. Very, very conservative compared to a lot of my colleagues. And one of the reasons why I had to do that, and people think I am very, flashy and all of that. I just laugh. Okay, I really just laugh because you don't know me. I am very, very conservative. In fact, I had an experience where one of our leaders went to use company money to do banner for me and then call band to play band. I arrived, it's one of our branch. I literally had to ask them to investigate him and he was fired. Right? Because you can't use company money to create a banner and call drummers to come and drum for me. That's company's money. If you use your personal money to do it, there's nothing I can do. It's your personal money. Right? But use company money to go and bring band and do banner and put my face there and say, welcome to so branch. What's the meaning of that nonsense? That's a waste. That's a waste. When I did my wedding, I did not do Ashwebi. Go and check it. I got married 10 years ago. I did not do Ashwebi when I got married 10 years ago. Nobody. And I remember telling my wife, I said, nobody was under pressure to buy any Ankara from me because I was getting married. Hence, I am not obliged to buy any Ashwebi from anybody. Ashwebi, for those of you who are not from Nigeria, is a particular type of clothes that people sell when they are trying to do burial or they are trying to do wedding or they are doing special occasions. So everybody who will be attending that occasion contribute money to buy those clothes, and at that event everybody wears the same kind of clothes, right? But for me, I changed that norm. I did not ask anybody to do that, so that when they were doing their own wedding, they will not tell me that I have to buy their own because I didn't tell them to buy mine. You will also be glad to know 10 years ago, I did not do reception. When I got married 10 years ago, there was no reception during my wedding. Oh, there was, but it was in my living room. So we did a court wedding. When we left the court, we came to my 3-bedroom apartment, and in the living room were less than 10. There was more than, and guess what? Everybody had food to take home. Because we're less than 20. We're less than 20. My workers, those who work with me, staff and all of that, the following Saturday, I then cooked the food, and in the hall in where my office was located, we got food for them. Me and my wife, we addressed everybody, and they ate, and everybody went home. Simple. Right? Why? I reduce my cost. God hates waste. And the reason why many of you cannot afford real estate is because you are wasteful. You always shout, oh, it's too expensive. I cannot afford it. It's not true. You're wasteful. Right? You're wasteful. You're wasteful. The same you that is claiming you cannot afford to buy 2 plots of land, but you have purchased, you have designers. When your life is not yet designed, you are wearing designers. Some of you are buying bone straight when your destiny is not straight. You are buying. So the things you waste money on, I always say this and I repeat it again. If you have a car and you don't have a land in your name, literally you are being bewitched. They are doing you from your village. Some people are attacking you spiritually, right? If you have a car and you don't have a property, you don't have at least a land, a plot of land, 2 plots of land in your name. Okay? Somebody is doing you. Because when you buy a car, even if it's a brand new car, and you drive it from the parking lot, it has lost value by 25%. In other words, I went to where they sell Tesla car. Okay, let's say BMW, right? I went to buy BMW, brand new. And I decided to drive it out. I paid for it, I got the receipt, and I drive it out. 30 minutes later, I returned the same car to the same place I purchased it. They will accept it less 25% of the value. That's the rule of new cars. It has lost value by 25%. So, meanwhile, if you buy land, okay, in less than a year, in some location, it appreciates by 25 to 50%. So, why are we wasteful? I say this a lot. Africans are poor because we are wasteful. We're wasteful. We always buy what we don't need to impress people that don't care. Everybody type it. Africans buy what they don't need to impress people that don't care. Everybody type it. Type it. I'm an African, so I can abuse my people. But I'm not really abusing you. I'm just saying the truth. And I can say the truth to my people, and you can't call me a racist. After all, we share the same skin. Our Africans are wasteful. Africans often buy what they don't need to impress people that don't care. Everybody type it. Type it. Africans buy what they don't need to impress people that don't care. And this is why we're poor. Because we're trying to impress people. We're trying to impress people. We're trying to make people think we're nice. We are good people. Right? We are the right people. And people really don't care. Human beings are weather. Today, some of you who are saying I'm the right person, I'm a good man. Tomorrow, you can come back here and say I'm the devil. That's human beings for you. I've seen it happen. At the same time, I've seen people call me the devil, call me all manner of names, come back and say I'm a saint, that they were wrong, that God should forgive them. I should forgive them. A man, I did a training some years ago, and a man insisted on seeing me after the training. So he came into my office because I did the training in my office. And, when he entered my office, he was almost kneeling down and said, Dr. Stephen, I want to apologize to you. I'm sorry. I want you to forgive me. I said, what did you do, sir? To my own recollection, I'm just seeing you for the first time. I said, no, sir, this is not the first time. He said, I used to know you when you started your company almost 10 years ago. He said, I remember a day I called you and I called you all manner of names. I called you the devil. I called you 419. I called you all manner of names. He said, forgive me. He said, if I had known you would be this successful, if I had known that it was just a phase of your business and that you were still going to make it, I would not have spoken that way. And I told him, I said, I've forgiven you because I can't even hold you against something I can't even remember. Right? And, I prayed for him and I thank him for even, coming back and saying those words to me. But that's human being for you. Today, human being says you are a saint. Tomorrow, they say you are the devil. So why do you want to please people that don't care? Why do you want to please people that today they think you are good, tomorrow they think you are bad? Why? Why? I don't know why some of us have those kind of esteem issues. Right? So you just find yourself trying to please human beings. Human beings cannot be pleased. Listen to me. They can't be pleased. Don't waste your time. Let me share this powerful statement. I want you to write it down. The day you overcome the need to please human beings is the day you are 50% wealthy. Everybody write it down. The day you overcome the need to please human beings is the day you are 50% wealthy. I'll repeat it and I want everybody to type it. The day you overcome the need to want to please people, to want to please human beings, is the day you are 50% wealthy. Because you're on your way to wealth. You have overcome poverty by 50%. I promise you. I didn't become this successful financially until I did this. I got to a point in my life, I really don't care what people think. I really don't. I really don't. It's their opinion and they're entitled to it. Right? You think I'm black? Thank you. I'm black. You think I'm yellow. Oh, your opinion. And some of you follow me on social media, particularly Facebook. You see me give savage reply. Right? And, and let me also tell you this. You will not live your life. You will not be free if you are too bothered about what people think and say about you. You need to be free. You need freedom. You need to know that human beings will just talk for talking sake. One day somebody posted on this Facebook. He said, this Stephen Akinta himself, I don't like him and I have never met him, but I just don't like him. I don't even know why. Can you imagine that? You've never met me, you don't know me, and you hate me. How? How? I even said it with his mouth. He said, I've never met him. He said, but I just hate the guy. How can you hate somebody you don't know? But that's human being for you. So you now put all that on your head. Oh, somebody doesn't like me. Are you kidding me? It's his opinion. I like myself. Oh boy. If you are taller than me, you're too tall. If you're darker than me, you're too dark. If you are fairer than me, you're too fair. If you are fatter than me, you are too fat. If you are slimmer than me, you are too slim. I am the perfect image of God. If you have never seen how God looks, check him out. This is him. This is how he looks. Right? I love myself. You don't like me, your business. And you have the right not to like me. In fact, I'm not holding you against it. You have the right. Are you learning today? If you are learning, type I'm learning. So, if you also think I'm bragging about the perfect image of God, why not talk your own? Okay, talk your own. Right? So, say your own. Say your own. Are you ready? Number 4. Are you ready? By the way, how many of you here will want to do land banking? You want me to show you how to make money through land banking? How many of you? If you want to type me. How many of you want me to show you how to make money through land banking? Okay, how many of you want me to guide you? Of course, you must have a budget. You must have some money. You must be ready. It's not that, I can't mentor you by mouth. Land banking is, the process of buying land for future development or sale, right? So, first step, you must have money to buy the land. There's nothing I can do. I can't buy land on your behalf. I'm still looking for more money to buy more land. So, if I really will help you, you must already have money you have and you are ready to start buying property. That's how it works. Okay? And this is very powerful. Ola Mileko Joseph says, the day I heard of you on Facebook Live, that is my tough change. Okay? I'm glad to know your life changed since you heard of me. I'm going to be giving 10 people an opportunity as long as you have at least $5,000 to $100,000 to start your land banking journey. I'll be giving you an opportunity to chat me up today, and I will ask one of our wealth advisors to guide you on how you can get your property today. And I will also give you a special discount. Okay, special discount for those of you who will not drag. Let me share with you before I go to number 4. How many of you know that knowledge does not make you rich? In fact, sometimes knowledge makes you poor. If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. Let me say this again. How many of you know that knowledge does not make you rich? In fact, in some cases, it makes you poor. If knowledge makes you rich, professors will be the richest human being in this world. But you know the difference between professors and entrepreneurs. That's why sometimes somebody who never went to university is an owner of a university. In other words, he himself has never been to a university, but now he owns one. And he's paying professors. You know the difference between an entrepreneur and a professor? Practice. Action. Professors study for studying's sake and never take action. Entrepreneurs take action. That's the difference. So the difference between the rich and the poor is that the poor keep hearing, keep learning, deep. This Dr. Stephen, the mind brain is deep. I always enjoy Dr. Stephen. But you have been following Dr. Stephen for 2 years. One land you've not bought. You'll be following for 5 years, and you even be telling me, I've seen many of you meet me, say, Dr. C, I've been following you now for 7 years, as if it's an achievement. What have you done in 7 years? That's the achievement. What have you been able to use the 7 years of following me, 2 years of following me, 1 year of following me? What action did you take? What action did what I taught you have you take? So I always encourage people. I have a rule. If you take action immediately, I always give you discount. Because you are the one that your life will change. Compared to people who have not taken action. It's just talk. It's just assumption. Right? They never take an action. It's just talk and talk and talk and talk. You have to take your life serious. Take an action. Start somewhere. No matter how small. Are you ready for number 5? If you are ready for number 5, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Share this video 50 times. Thank you to all of you who have shared. We're 100 viewers right now. I want to appreciate all of you who have shared today's video. God bless you. I'm grateful. And I think you are part of what I'm talking about, doers. Some of you just kept watching. To share the video since we started. You've been watching for almost an hour. To share, it costs you nothing to share. It will not cost you extra data if you share this video. It will not cost you money if you share. But some will still not share. Some will still not invite. It's just a culture where people hate taking action. They will just not do anything. They keep saying, I'm learning, but they will not take action. Number 5, how I became a billionaire using land banking. Buying land. What is land banking? For those of you who don't know. Land banking is a process of land aggregation. Or another word for it is the process of buying, acquisition of several lands for the purpose of development or investment. What do we mean by investment? I mean for the purpose of buying it now, keeping it for a few years and reselling it when the prices has gone higher. So if you buy a land and you left it for 5 years or 10 years and you sell it 10 years later, you've done land banking. Okay? Because you bought the land, not necessarily because you want to build your house there, but for the purpose of the land increasing in value and you can make more money for yourself. Okay? Number 5, raise a budget. If you want to do land banking, raise a budget. You have to raise a budget. Enough of, talking about it. Oh, I want to do land banking. You have to raise a budget. You have to dedicate an amount to the land banking you want to do. Okay? Okay, I'm going to dedicate 5 million naira, or I'm going to dedicate $10,000, or I'm going to dedicate $30,000 out of what is in my account, or I'm going to start saving $40,000 for the purpose of what? Land banking. Right? But it's important for you to understand that you have to have a budget. A lot of time, people chat me up, Dr. Stephen, I want to do land banking. I want to, this is number 5 actually. I want to do land banking, Dr. Stephen. I say, fine. Number 4 is avoid waste. Number 3 is, buy in a place that has a source of population growth. Number 2 is buy, nearness to water, or is waterlogged. They're all good. Number 1, take risk. Okay? So can everybody help me type it? Number 5, raise a budget. Everybody type. Raise a budget. Number 5. Everybody type it. Number 5, raise a budget. You have to raise a budget. Right? It's very important. Whenever you chat someone like me, any experienced realtor or property advisor, or wealth advisor, when you chat us up and you say you want to invest in real estate, right? And this is very powerful. Once you do not state a budget, as far as we are concerned, you're not ready. So whenever people chat me up, they want to do real land banking, they want to invest. The first question I ask them, I say, is what's your budget? And then some of them say, how much is your property? I say, what is your budget? I have more than 20 estates. I can't now be telling one by one, wasting my time. When you tell me your budget, I will then tell you the properties that are close to your budget. Right? I'll also ask you what location. Because I sell property in Dubai, UK, US. Right? You saw me yesterday promoting some of the properties we sell here in London. In the UK rather. Right? But I showed you some of the ones in London. So you have to have a budget. You know, if you don't raise a budget, you're not ready to invest in real estate. What is your budget? How much out of the so-called I don't have enough? You must save something. You must put something together. You must have something to start with. I always tell you guys this. Always know that the ultimate desire of God for your life is that you're able to do the impossible with the available. Let me say this again. The ultimate desire of God for your life is that you are able to do the impossible with the available. Let me repeat it again. The ultimate desire of God for your life is that you are able to do the impossible with the available. Let me repeat it again. The ultimate desire of God for your life is that you are able to do the impossible with the available. Everybody type it. Do the impossible with the available. Everybody type it. Do the impossible with the available. Do the impossible with the available. Is the ultimate desire of God for your life. So you will never have enough. You will never have everything. But try and do the impossible with the available. You will never have it all. I don't have it all. Some of you see me on social media. You think I have all the money in the world. I do not have it all. As I speak to you, I'm looking for $20 billion. I constantly keep looking for money to keep developing my estate, to keep building houses, to fence, to provide infrastructure, because it's so much work to build estates. You start by looking for money to pay for the land, then you move to looking for money to develop infrastructure, then you move to looking for money to build the house itself. It's a lot of money. You constantly need money. Always. So you will never have enough. And there will always be pressure. Like in my case now, there's pressure from contractors every day, from different people. They need money. They need money. They need money. It's just normal. It's just normal. It's just how it works. So you must be willing to raise a budget and say, I'm going to start somewhere. I've been able to raise $5,000. I've been able to raise $10,000. Dr. Stephen, how do I use it? I've been able to raise $100,000. Dr. Stephen, guide me. And don't use empty words. I've seen people do that. They just chat me up. Dr. Stephen, oh, I've raised, $500,000. And they're lying. Right? $5,000 in no day their account. I don't know why some people like to waste people's time. Please don't do that. Okay? Don't do that, because what you sow, you reap. Right? What you sow, you reap. So don't do that. Be genuine, be sincere, and raise a budget. Number 6. Are you ready for number 6? If you're ready, type I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Come on, everybody. If you're ready for number 6, type I'm ready, I'm ready. Remember, share this video 50 times. Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, across all social media platforms. Share this video. Get everybody to join us. Okay? Share. Right? Hit the share button. Get everybody in here, everybody. Share. Oh yeah, everybody, share this video. It's important that you share. It's the least thing to share. It costs you nothing to share this video. Nothing. It costs you nothing. So please share. If you're ready for number 6, how I became a billionaire. Build a multi-billion-naira corporation using land banking. How did I do it? Number 6. I approached a good mentor. Always, number 6, approach a successful agent or a good mentor. Now, I will break this down. Successful agent means how much has the agent been able to do for themselves. What's the role of an agent or a broker? Is you are the middleman between the buyer and the seller. If indeed what you're asking me to buy is so good, you yourself will have had some portion of it. Do you agree with me? If you agree, type I agree. So I always say, when you are buying real estate, always deal with a successful agent, property agent. And he's not agent by he's driving a big car. He's not successful by, no. How many property does he own himself, he or she? Right? He or she that is telling you to come and buy property. How many? Because if you have indeed gotten so many property for yourself, then you will really know the good ones from the bad ones. And because you've done it for yourself, you know where it pinches. you will genuinely give me a good advice based on what you have used for yourself as well. So number 6, approach successful agent or mentor. It's the same. If you want to get a mentor, how successful is the mentor? How much wealth has the mentor built? If somebody is telling you he wants to be your property mentor, how many estate does he own? Right? How many real estate does he own? What has he built for himself? You cannot give what you don't have. A lot of us, our biggest mistake, we go after so-called mentors who do not even have the kind of success that we have. I don't know whether it's low self-esteem. Particularly those of you in diaspora. If you're in diaspora, type I'm in diaspora. Oh, yeah, everybody. If you are in diaspora, type I'm in diaspora. Oh, yeah. If you are in diaspora, type I'm in diaspora. I want to hear those of you in diaspora type. If you are in diaspora, in other words, you are an African, but you are living outside Africa. Can you type I am in diaspora? You guys always shock me. Africans in diaspora. I have been so shocked. An African in diaspora will want to buy a property, and the same cousin or brother or in-law or parent that just asked you yesterday for £200 or £200 and you said you didn't have, it is the same person you will ask to go and help you inspect a property worth £50,000. And you want the person to give you a sincere response. How unwise is that? The first thing such relatives feel is that I asked you for just £200. You didn't give me. Now you're asking me to go and help you investigate a property worth £50,000. How wicked are you? And you don't know that's the signal you're giving such person. You know what the person will do? The person will tell you that property is not good. It's not good. That you have seen another one that is good. You know why he's telling you he has seen another one that is good? That other one is telling you that is good. He wants to get commission. He cannot be the agent of that one and collect 10%. And even because he's now not a professional real estate or real estate agent, he's not a professional, he will then help you go and get the wrong property and tell you it's the correct one. That my uncle, my brother, my cousin, you know I can't deceive you. We are the one in Nigeria. I've seen the right one and I've told you this thing is the best one. Come and buy. Why? Just because he's going to get something on top. In fact, in some cases, he's going to tell the owner to add some more money. He will tell you he knows the ballet of the place. He knows the king of that community. Now don't worry, I'm with the king. He will even take picture with the king with his beard. Hey, we need to wake up. Do not get advice from people who don't have results in whatever they're advising you. Anybody giving you advice must be successful in the area they're advising you. So I tell people, I give an example. Do you know, I do not have a single relative in my real estate business. If you know, type I know. If you don't know, type I don't know. One relative I don't have. And I'm talking of building a multi-billion naira corporation. Now you want to only buy a property of 10 million naira. You've called your whole village to be asking them for advice. Your entire village. Right? I have built a multi-billion naira corporation in real estate, buying land. And not one single family member is involved. There's no family member that works in my company. You want to just buy one plot of land. You've called everybody in your village to tell them, I want to buy this land. What do you think about Ikorodu? Should I buy? Are you sure it's correct? What do you think? Just as if you want to spite them. Just as if you want to mock them. These are people struggling. There's no diesel. There's no fuel. They are struggling economically. They are struggling financially. You have refused to. They've been begging you for more money. You have not helped them. Now, as if you want to spite them, you are telling them, oh, what do you think about buying property? And they're in their mind saying, I've been in this country for how long? I don't even have a property in my name. Right? Now, you are telling me to go and be inspecting property for you. I'm now the Inspector General of Land Banking. Meanwhile, it's not as if... Are you learning? Those of you in diaspora, if you are learning type, I'm learning. Okay? So if I do not engage family members to buy property, how do I buy? Yet, I just have mentors. And I have successful agents around me who are able to help me get the right set of property that I can buy. I don't need to. I mean, the people who have scammed many of you in diaspora the most have been your relative, true or false. If it's true, type true. If it's false, type false. The people who have scammed those of you in diaspora the most are your relative, true or false. And this is all over Africa. I used to even think it's a Nigerian thing. I have a staff, she's from Kenya, right? Before I left Dubai, she was just telling me, Dr. Stephen, I'm so frustrated. I have this investment I'm doing in Kenya. I send money every month. I send it to my sister. She will take half of the money and say she's borrowing it or she wants to use it for something. My sister. He said, at some point I then changed. I started giving it to my best friend. He said, right now I just sent money yesterday. My best friend is taking 50% of the money as a loan. And this best friend makes more money than I do, even though I'm in Dubai. She knows that she's earning more. If we convert what I'm earning in Dubai compared to what this my best friend is earning, she's earning more. But she still took 50% of the money I sent to her to help me deposit for a particular investment I'm doing. Right? But that's the truth here. Many have lost more to relatives, to loved ones. And I can't blame even those loved ones because you have to understand the human psychology. People cannot help you keep the money they've never handled before. Everybody write it down. Human beings cannot help you keep the kind of money they've never handled before. Let me put it another way. People cannot be faithful in managing your resources that they have never managed for themselves. That's deep. Can everybody hear me quote this? This is a powerful quotable quote. Human beings can never be faithful in helping you manage, okay, your resources that they have never managed for themselves. So, if they have never been able to manage, let's say, 100 million naira for themselves, right, in their own private enterprise, if you give them 100 million naira, they're going to mess it up. Not even because they are wicked. They just have never handled that kind of money. So they can't be faithful in helping you to manage your money, your resources. This is the same mistake you Nigerians make. How many Nigerians are here? If you're Nigerian, type I'm a Nigerian. Because I know we have viewers from all over. Some are not even Africans who watch me all over the world. If you're a Nigerian, type I'm a Nigerian. The same mistake you Nigerians make. A man told you after becoming former military head of state, after becoming head of petroleum, after becoming so many things, retired general, and he earns pension, he could not afford to pay 25 million naira presidential form for his party, right? And you Nigerians put $10 billion in his hands to manage every year. How wise are you guys? Nigerians, how wise? A man, after occupying all these roles, can you imagine, you know, I'm not talking about whether he needed, you don't need to steal money to have been able to afford 25 million naira. Because you need to know how much is being paid to former head of state in Nigeria. You need to know how much is being paid to you as a retired general, aside being head of state. Because he's earning multiple pension. You need to know how much is paid to you by being head of PTDF or this Petroleum Trust Fund as your retirement money. Despite all this retirement money accruing to you, you wanted to now contest election again as a civilian president. You could not afford 25 million from your personal pocket. And you Nigerians claim it was because he was not corrupt. How unwise of us. How unwise. Whatever you cannot do for yourself, you can't do it for somebody else. I will say it again. I've shared this story many times. A proverb. Ẹni tó bá máa dáṣọ fún ni tọrùn ẹ̀ là ń wò. Anybody who is going to design a cloth on you, you check the designers he or she is wearing. If somebody is going to teach you, it's going to manage your resources, your wealth, your funds, research who they are and how they have managed their own, because they ultimately cannot give you what they do not have. So go and get a mentor that has result. How many of you want me to mentor you in this? If you want me to mentor you in land banking, me, I have result. Right? By the way, you don't need to believe me by stories. Go and Google GTEX Homes. You see our estate in Asaba, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Ibadan, in Lagos. Right? Google it. You don't need to say, don't take my word for it. Go and research the businesses I own. Research GTEX Homes Dubai, GTEX Homes UK. You can do your research. So it's not about, this is not, somebody is trying to, you do your research. So how many of you, based on the result I have gotten, think I am worthy of mentoring you in this, that I have what it takes to help you to build wealth in land banking? How many of you think I have what it takes? If you think so, type, I think so, I think so, I think so, I think so. How many of you think so? If you think so, type, I think so, I think so, I think so. Come on, talk to me, everybody. Oh, I can see. Wow. Okay, good, good, good. I can see a lot of you are so excited. Right? How many of you are happy that you even joined today's class? If you're happy you joined today's class, type, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. How many of you are happy that you learned, you joined today's class and you learned so much? If you're happy, type, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Okay? Because I'm happy, 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 happy. Because I'm happy. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to give you my UK line. Please, there are a couple of rules. Don't call the line. Only send a WhatsApp message. Okay? I repeat, do not call the line. Send WhatsApp message, please. Okay? I'm always busy. I'm always busy. I'm always in meetings. So do not call. Just send a WhatsApp message. And when you are sending your WhatsApp message, type your full name. Your full name. Your full name. In other words, Stephen Akintayo. That's a full name. Don't type Stephen. Stephen is not full name. I like a full name. I like to know your budget. So you want to type your full name. You want to type your budget. Okay. You want to type the location you prefer to invest in. And I will link you up with one of our wealth advisors. They will take their time. They will talk to you and help you in the process of building your wealth today. How many of you are ready to do that? If you're ready to do that, type, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Now there's a clause. I really can't help you if you don't have some substantial budget. So if you're going to chat, we're looking at those who have at least $5,000 to invest. You already have it, not that you are hoping to have. You already have. Okay? The list is maybe if you are not buying land and you just want to do cash investment and get regular returns, you can do $2,000 if you are in that category. But we don't have anything less than that. Okay? We really don't. And those asking how much is that in Naira? That's, that's 5 million. Average of our properties. Okay, we have some promo now, but average is 5 million. Okay? But we have an investment where even if you're not buying land, you're just investing to get returns. The least we can do is 2 million for that. So, very important that you have that already. Now, good news, everybody chatting me tonight, okay, and decide to make payment, either full payment or part payment tonight, we'll be getting what we call the MD's discount. Okay, everybody type MD's discount. Right, MD's discount. Okay, so you'll be getting that, and that's fantastic news as well. Very, very big, fantastic news that you should be excited about. So you want to take advantage of all these opportunities that you're getting from me tonight. So the number you want to reach out to is +4479. Okay, +44. Let me check the number again. I want to be sure I'm calling the right number. +44. Okay, the number is wrong. I don't know why I always miss this number. The number I gave you now is just wrong. So I'll call it again. +4479 49 65 28 45 2845. Let me call it again. +447949 652845. WhatsApp chat only. WhatsApp chat only. Your full name, your budget, okay, and location you prefer to invest in land banking. Your full name, your budget, and the location that you prefer to invest in land banking. That's what you want to give me. I repeat, your full name, your budget, and the location you prefer to invest in land banking. I'll call the number again. +447949652845. That's the number you need to WhatsApp. Don't call. WhatsApp your full name, your budget, and the location you prefer to invest in. And I will link you up with a wealth advisor who will guide you and give you the best guidance. And if for any reason you make commitment tonight, you even get extra discount on some of our estate. Again, +447949652845. I will take questions. If you have questions for me, I'm going to take your questions. So if you have questions, feel free to type. I'm going to take questions for a few minutes and we're done for the day. Again, I want to thank every one of you. God bless you. Thank you for the investment that you've made in learning, in coming here and getting all this information. I look forward to hearing your story of how you will have used this to turn your life around. One day we'll look back, we'll have conversations, and we will discuss how your life has changed, right? So somebody's asking, thank you for the training. What's the return on cash investment? Well, that varies based on what you're investing. And so you need to reach out to me and the team will give you all that information. We have a cooperative. So by investing, you're a member of the cooperative. So as cooperative, we're able to invest and get returns from the profit that GTEX is able to make, and that helps every one of us to make money. Okay, so feel free to chat the number that has been given up and you'll be able to get the answer, because it varies from what you're investing. Do you have property in Scotland for sale? No, we're not in Scotland at the moment. We're only in Dubai, US, UK, and Nigeria. Okay, so we don't have property in Scotland. Maybe soon we'll be in Scotland soon. Saja Isha says, thank you for the see. Yes, mention MD's discount, but the rule is MD discount is only if you're paying today. Let me see. So there's a question I saw. Can I buy land of 2 million Do you have property in Ogun State? Yes, we do. Please, the address of the book reading on Saturday at King's Cross. So still chat me on that number. Okay, Ishaku. Chat me on that number. I will give you the detailed address. This Saturday, for those of you who don't know, 12 noon, we are doing book reading here in London. The Billionaire Habit book reading. It's my latest book. And you're going to be learning how I build my billions. Okay, I was born in a very poor home and built wealth, and a lot of great people said great things about this book. Right, so we're going to be reviewing the book. It's the first time it's in London. You have opportunity to take a picture of me. I'm going to be signing your copy for you. We're going to be, so if you're in London, catch me this Saturday. You can't miss it. So someone is asking, are we in Ghana? Are we in Kenya? We're coming very soon. I particularly want to invest in Kenya and Ghana. So very soon we're going to be in Ghana and Kenya. I was still in Kenya in December. I think I even did Christmas in Kenya. I'm not sure, but I was in Kenya in December, late December. So I love Kenya. It's a good place. I like to invest there. So we'll get to Kenya soon. And it's still going to be you guys that will do the investment. So the good news is that, as we expand to all other locations, the investment will be for you people. So the more Kenyans we have on my platform, right, the faster we invest. Because if we put money and invest and we don't have enough people to buy, what's the point? Right? So the investment is for the people. Okay? Thank you everybody for watching tonight. I love you all. I need to go rest. Bye bye. Good night. Remember the number again is +44 7949 65 2845. +44 7949 65 2845. Love you and good night. Bye bye.